Hello you guys, and welcome to Abundantly Minimal. My name is Sarah and thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be talking about specific ways that you can pack like a minimalist, and this video is actually done in collaboration with Ashlyn Eaton, who I have loved her channel for a long time, and we know that the summertime is often when people are traveling and wanted to give some really specific tips to help. She is actually going to be covering a video related to weekend travel, what to pack for a quick weekend trip. And then I'll be covering here what to bring for a little bit longer trip, like a 7 to 10 day trip. Both Ashlyn and myself feel like we've benefited a lot from traveling much more simply, and it makes it just feel like a much more effortless process. You're not carrying around as much clutter with you, and you're really able to enjoy your trip even more, I feel like, when you travel from that minimalist perspective. So as I mentioned, I'll be showing you the information about traveling for 7 to 10 days, but if you are traveling for a weekend trip, definitely check out Ashlyn's video. It will be linked up in the cards as well as down below in the description and at the end of the video. And in addition to this video, she's got an amazing channel that I hope you'll check out, full of a lot of great minimalist inspiration and tips. I really enjoy her work. So let's get started. The first thing is to select your luggage, or in my case, like the backpack. Now, with a 7 to 10 day trip, you are not gone for just a short weekend, but it's also not, a huge amount of time, not several weeks or anything. So this is just the backpack I use for all my trips. So it's maybe a little bigger than is needed for a 7 to 10 day trip, but if you can keep yourself to one bag, that would be ideal. Only one thing to keep track of, one thing to carry around with you. I think you'll definitely appreciate it. It can feel a little daunting if you've never traveled this way before, but if you kind of set yourself with a smaller bag or limit yourself, you will not be able to fill up more than that. If we don't limit ourselves, we might even fill up 2 or even 3 suitcases or bags, and that can get a little excessive. So try to keep it to one bag. I'm just using this backpack here. The next step after you have secured your bag is to prepare your travel outfit. Now, whether you're traveling by plane or train or bus or by car or any other method, you want to be comfortable. And sometimes travel can be very time consuming and you're sitting a lot. So I always dress very comfy. I definitely recommend bringing layers, so I'd probably bring like just a regular t-shirt and then have a sweatshirt that I can put on if I get cold or if it's very drafty wherever we're traveling. And then I also really recommend like yoga pants or leggings, something that's very comfortable for you. I usually do just roll these up if I put them in my bag, but since it is my transportation outfit, this would be what I wear on the very first day of the trip. So you don't have to worry about fitting this in your luggage. And I guess likewise, this would be what you wear on the last day of the trip whenever you're coming home, or if you're traveling anywhere in between. So these have out, but you don't actually need to pack them in your bag. Next up, let's talk about how you can prepare the regular outfits that you'll need in your bag before I show you my outfits that I would bring. First, it's really essential to do some research ahead of time. This means look up what the weather is going to be doing, on average at least. Think about what kinds of activities that you've booked, other types of things that you'll be doing while you're traveling to this place, because that information is going to change or affect what items you need to bring. So that needs to be, I think, the really starting point to determine what you need. And if you are going to multiple destinations during this time that have a range of temperatures, make sure that your items reflect that. It's obviously easier to pack light when it's all the same temperature, but you can still make it work with some of the layering examples I'll talk about. I am a huge fan of bringing mix and match things that you can layer and wear in multiple different ways. If you've watched a lot of my other videos, you know I have a pretty basic sense of style here. I love wearing just like solid shirts, and those are also super easy to mix and match, as well as some of the different layered items. So that can make it feel like even though you're only bringing, maybe 7 or 8 pieces, you have way more outfits than that because you can do different combinations of things. One thing that I used to be guilty of when packing for trips was that just in case idea, or the idea that you're gonna have multiple outfit changes every day. It's very tempting to think, oh, look how cute this would be if I go out to dinner, or this would be so cute while I'm walking in this, cute little town. But we have to be realistic with ourselves and think, first of all, are we actually gonna wear this stuff? is this stuff comfortable or is it very uncomfortable that we're not actually going to wear that much? And this is where the research piece comes in, because if you do the research ahead of time, you'll know approximately what the temperatures will be, and you can kind of hover around that estimate and not need to have all these just in case pieces. Well, what if it's raining? Well, what if it's doing all of this? Obviously, we want some preparation, but I think that many of us are guilty of overpacking and assuming that we're going to need all these different things, when in reality that's probably not the case. Really try to stay grounded and think about what you will actually wear, sort of have a loose plan for that. You also want to choose pieces that are both comfortable for you to wear and pieces that make you feel confident when you're wearing them. When you are feeling very confident in your outfit, that will help you feel your best, and also you'll be much happier in any travel photos that you take afterwards or that you're in. One final consideration to think about when you're packing for this 7 to 10 day trip is if you are going to do laundry while you're traveling. Now, for me personally, a 7 to 10 day trip would mean I would not do any laundry. I would just bring like 10 pairs of underwear or 10 pairs of socks, you know, that kind of stuff. But a lot of things you can wear multiple times without washing them. You can definitely feel free to bring certain things and wear them multiple times. But if you are someone who's planning on doing laundry, then that's something that you can keep in mind, and you don't actually have to pack nearly as much. Let me show you what I would pack here for a sample 7 to 10 day trip over the summer. First, I will bring a pair of jeans with me. Even though it is summertime, definitely wearing a pair of jeans is something very flexible. If you're indoors and not really doing a whole lot of active outdoor activities, it's probably a really good fit. And the great news is with jeans, you can wear them over and over again without needing to wash them. Also would be bringing a pair of shorts. Now I might just use the ones that I'm wearing right now that are a pair of khaki shorts. And that gives a little bit more flexibility with the mixing and matching. Now to go with these jeans and shorts, I'd recommend a couple tops for a 7 to 10 day trip. I'd recommend 2 to 3, just, you know, regular tops. Now you already would be wearing one shirt when you are actually traveling to that destination. So I don't know if that would be a shirt you include in this rotation or not, but for instance, this is a shirt that I really enjoy that I might be wearing with these shorts. And then I've got 2 other shirts as well. Now both of these shirts are pretty basic in their design. This was just one I purchased used a while back, and then these other 2 shirts are the brand Packed, which I love, organic cotton shirts. I will put links below if you want to check them out. But with these shirts, all of them match my jeans and all of them match these shorts, which means technically I have 6 different outfits here just from 5 pieces of clothing, which is awesome. I do also really enjoy wearing dresses. So for me, I would bring 2 dresses in this 7 to 10 day time period. I've got this very simple, very comfortable black dress that I've had for a long time. This is one of my regular pieces for wearing to school as well as a teacher. So I've got that, as well as a maxi dress I find are really fun in the summer. So I have this one, which I purchased used fairly recently, but love it so much. And with those for layering or for with other outfits, maybe bringing a light jacket. So I've got this jean jacket here, and with the jean jacket and these 2 dresses, I could either wear each dress on its own or with the jacket if it's colder or if it's in the evening there. Now, if you're going somewhere warmer or you would need a swimsuit, you would probably need to bring a swimsuit. So this is one I will be using on my upcoming trip this summer. So I will be bringing that. If you're someone who's doing a lot of athletic activities, you might benefit from having some more outdoorsy clothing. So I am someone who, when possible, I really enjoy hiking and that sort of thing. So this is a more like athletic, moisture wicking top that I've had and used. And I would pair this with the yoga pants or leggings that I'd be bringing for the transportation days. Can't forget pajamas. So I've just got a really basic tank here that I'd wear for pajamas, again, in the summer if it's warmer. If it was too cold, I could pair it with the sweatshirt I'm using on the transportation days. And I've also just got like a pair of sleep shorts or whatever. These could also be part of a swimsuit cover-up if you want. And if it was too cold, I could use the yoga pants, again, or leggings that I'm bringing for my transportation outfit. And of course, you'd also want any socks, underwear, that sort of thing that you'd also need. I'm not gonna show that here though for our sample trip. Now, with these different pieces, I feel like you would be pretty covered for the majority of trips that you take that are 7 to 10 days. Again, if it's more of an extreme, like outdoorsy trip, or exclusively like a beach trip, maybe there are certain pieces that you would switch out with something else. The cool thing with this set of clothing here is that we have covered a wide variety of outfit types that total only add up to 14 pieces. And that includes the outfits you're wearing, it includes mix and match combinations, it includes different dresses and layering options, it includes swimwear, pajamas, the athletic items that you might need. So I think this could be a really helpful system that we could use when planning for trips. Maybe 14 pieces of clothing sounds like a lot, but when we look at the outfit combinations possible with no repeating outfits, you're looking at 12 outfit combinations, and that doesn't even include like the swimwear, if you're counting that, I guess, as a combination, or if you wear things multiple times. So I think that this approach can be really helpful for helping you pack much more simply. Once you've got the clothing taken care of, then thinking about shoes. I would personally recommend bringing 2 pairs of shoes for a 7 to 10 day trip. Again, it depends on your activities. First, I recommend some comfortable walking shoes or sneakers. This is just a pair of sneakers that I have, and I would wear these for sure on the transportation days, especially if there's more walking involved, as well as any outdoorsy activities or days where I'm on my feet a lot. I'd also recommend bringing a pair of sandals, especially if it's a warmer destination. So I've got a pair here. Now they are pretty dirty, so I've worn them a lot. I think for about 2 years now I've been wearing them almost every day when it's warm out. But these sandals, even though they look pretty dirty, they can be dressy enough for most cases, but then they're also very easy and comfortable to walk in as well. The cool thing is I even purchased them used to begin with. And they've got some good grip on the bottom for walking. I'm a little clumsy, so every bit helps there. But the cool thing is, with the outfits that I have, the sneakers or sandals would work with pretty much any outfit. So I would definitely recommend that. I personally don't really mess with anything with a heel because I know that that's not going to be comfortable for me to walk in, but you know yourself best and the types of shoes that you have best. I also recommend not just buying a pair of shoes and not knowing how it is like right before the trip. It's best to try to, make sure that this pair of shoes is plenty comfortable, and you don't want to be on your vacation when you realize that the footwear you brought is not going to meet your needs. Of course, I didn't talk over the different toiletries and personal care products that you need. You know yourself best, and since this is a 7 to 10 day trip, you still probably will be using most of the products that you would normally use, so keep that in mind when you're packing as well. So far I've addressed if you're traveling on a 7 to 10 day trip. However, what if you're traveling for a longer period of time? I think a lot of the same rules that I've discussed so far in this video apply. You would probably want to add a couple additional pieces, such as maybe 1 or 2 additional tops, depending on the length of the trip, maybe an additional pair of shorts, capris, pants, something like that. Maybe you need additional athletic wear if you're doing more outdoorsy activities. Really depending on the situation, you might want to bring some extra things. However, I think a lot of the same approaches, same types of things apply. And if you are traveling for a longer period of time, you do probably want to consider doing some laundry on your journey, which will also help you be able to not need as many different pairs of underwear, socks, all of that sort of things. And even after longer trips, wanting to wash everything else too. It can be helpful to look ahead to see if your hotel or Airbnb have laundry facilities available. If they do, you can find out if they've got laundry supplies, but it may be helpful to bring, even just in like a travel size container, some laundry detergent, what you need, so you have that prepared and don't have to purchase too much. But that's definitely something to keep in mind if you are having a longer trip. And I know for Jake and I, that's definitely something we've done on all of our longer trips. So that wraps up what I have to share today about traveling like a minimalist for a 7 to 10 day trip, but you'll be able to learn more about how to travel like a minimalist over the weekend, what you need to pack on Ashlyn's channel. Let's hear from Ashlyn now.
Hey there, my name is Ashlyn and I have a YouTube channel that's dedicated to talking about minimalism and intentional living. I would love it if you would go ahead and check it out. I made a video that is the partner to Abundantly Minimal's video all about packing for short-term trips. So whether that's a weekend, 4 days, anything that's going to be less than a week really, I've got you covered for what you should be packing minimally for that trip. So if you want to, after you finished Abundantly Minimal's video, definitely be sure to check out mine, and I'm sure she's got it linked up in the description box below.
Thanks, Ashlyn. If you are taking any weekend trips this summer, you have to check out Ashlyn's video. I will link that here. And if you haven't subscribed to her channel yet, or even checked out her channel yet, you're missing out. You can subscribe to her channel right over here and see what other videos she has to offer. And I do have a few more travel videos as well that I will link over here. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.